Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's good to be here once again on today's edition of Meet and Greet with the FBI coach. Who is joining us this afternoon? Please tell me where you're viewing from. I would appreciate that. And also, please drop your favorite emoji. That would be awesome. Today we are going to learn something that affects everyone. Everyone. There are a few things which you must do if you want to become wealthy. So, joining us, please tell us where you're in from and also drop your favorite emoji. Then, if you are watching the replay from and your favorite emoji will be appreciated as well. Good to have you here. You're welcome this wonderful Saturday afternoon. It's a bright and sunny day today. It's not raining at my end. I don't know about you. Is it raining at your end? What's happening at your end? Please tell me. Put it up in the comment section. What's happening at your end? Is it cool? Is the weather dry? Is the weather? Have you started experiencing the Hamatan? The Christmas is just around the corner. But my end here is dry. Weather is dry. Yeah, sunny today. It's amazing. So tell me what's happening at your end. Let's rub minds together. Today we'll be talking about something that affects you and I. It has been stated severally that if you want to become wealthy, if you want to become successful, you need to do what other successful people did. So, what is that? What's that thing that makes some people successful? What are those principles? What are those processes? Okay. Someone tag your prospects, tag your friends, share the video, punch the share button, host a watch party. Let everyone learn from this. Let everyone uh, let's be a collective blessing wholesale. The more people we educate, the better the world becomes. Of course, you know that we don't have to wait for the government to do anything for us, because if you're waiting for the government for long, government, they are after their own. So you really want to get things done, you need to get on it yourself. Okay, I can see a lot of people saying it's sunny. Oh, it's highly sunny. The weather is sunny, it's sunny, it's sunny. Okay, the weather is dry. Fantastic, fantastic. The weather is dry. Yeah. So host a watch party. Share the video with your friends, with your contacts. Share the link. Let them uh, be part of this. Let them be part of what we are sharing today. We'll be talking about something very unique: habits of self-made, something that makes them different. There's something that makes the self-made millionaires different. So what are those things they do that the ordinary man don't do? What are those things? But before then, please like my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and on the bell beside it, the notification sign. The page is FBI Coach, same as my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. Please subscribe so that Whenever I post contents, you get notification. Thank you. I appreciate that. Today, we'll be building together. We'll be talking about something that touches everyone. And what we'll be talking about today are the 7 habits of self-made millionaires. The 7 habits of the self-made millionaire. Who is a self-made millionaire? Why do they have these habits? Why is this habit important? Why is it necessary for them to have why is it necessary for them to have this habit? Or rather, what is it about that habit that makes them wealthy, that makes them different from other persons? So that's what we're going to be sharing this afternoon. And I have often said that the reason why we are doing this is because it's missing from our educational curriculum. No lecturer, no classroom, no teacher offers financial and business intelligence as a course. Yet, that's what we spend most of our life pursuing: how to become financially free, how to get out of the rat race, how to stop eating from hand to mouth. That's what we are pursuing. We need to get out of financial lockdown. How do we get out of financial lockdown? It's not a rocket science. It's not a magic. It starts from certain habits. It starts from a few things which we begin to do differently. Wealth creation is 80% mindset, 20% habits. Of course, you know that Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, states that the 20% you put in planning, building the processes, working on the strategies, developing the long-term, the short-term goals will give you the 80% result which you are looking for. Abraham Lincoln says that if he has 6 hours to chop down a wood, he doing what? Sharpening his sword. So the question now is, what is that thing that makes the wealthy people different from other persons? What is that thing? That's what we're going to find out this afternoon. But the question, are you aware? Did you know that 86% of self-made, do you know that 86% of millionaires are self-made? What does it mean to be self-made? To be self-made simply means you built it from scratch. You built your business, your wealth from network marketing, from investments which you have. Maybe you had a job and to income, and you keep building wealth, you keep building your money until it turns into millions. So self-made millionaires, 86% of them, they are 86% of millionaires are self-made. They build their money out of nothing. Millionaires are like different species. Yeah, millionaires, they are like different species. Why are they like different species? Because they think differently, they act differently, and they react differently. I've come to realize that those who lose, poor people, they have a way of thinking. When money comes into a poor man's hand, the first thing a poor man thinks of is how. A young man won a lottery. The first thing he did was to buy a helicopter. He bought a helicopter. He has not even thought of where is the landing space for the helicopter. He has not thought of the maintenance. That's why a fool and his money are soon what? Parted. A poor man, when money comes into his hand, the first thing he wants to do is to show off. He wants to buy sound system that will be so loud. You want to buy a car that once you pass, everybody will know, oh, Uche Japan has landed. So the self-made millionaires, they think differently. They act differently. Why? And they react differently. Self-made millionaires, they are oftentimes proactive and they are not reactive. They because of the processes they have suddenly. Of course, you can't live your life by chances and you expect to be wealthy. It doesn't happen. You are into network marketing. You are making money and you are not keeping aside choice seed, but you're spending everything because you know, oh, the next paycheck, the next reward system is going to come. The next money is going to come. I have this money. I have that money. I'm going to, by the time I balance this leg, I balance that leg, money is coming in. So let me just enjoy this now. I have seen that error in network marketing. I have also seen that error amongst employees. Okay, the next salary is coming. I beg, let me chop now. Now the one way bed chop, now they carry fly. Oh, let me just enjoy myself now. I've seen that error. Wealth is 80% to create wealth mindset. Mindset means, what do you know about money? How does money work? How do you diversify your portfolios? That's the mindset. Then after the mindset, you now have 20% habits. What habits do you have? See, are you aware that a pepper seller can become a millionaire tomorrow? It's not about prayers. It's about certain things you do differently. There is what is called akao, which I call village savings. You know, every day you drop certain amounts with someone. Every day you drop certain amounts with someone. At the end of the month, you collect the money and the person takes commission. Of course, you know that's village. Sorry about the breaking network. So the person keeps the money for you for a period of time. At the end of the month, the person takes his own commission out of it. If you keep 1,000 naira every day, at the end of the month you have 30,000 or 31,000 naira, and the person takes 1,000 naira. You know, but what that actually is to develop a savings habit in you. If you keep saving 1,000 naira every day, at the end of the month, it is 30,000 naira. If you multiply 30,000 by 12, you will be amazed how much you have been able to put together. If you say 30,000 naira multiplied by 12, 360,000 naira at the end of the year. Are you aware if you save 3,000 naira every day, you multiply it by, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, 356,000, you have 1 point something million. That is 1,000 a day. So everybody can be wealthy. How does it start? It starts by the way you think. What do you think? How do you see money? Do you see money as a seed or a harvest? Because once money comes into your hands, you are seeing it in two ways. You are seeing money as a seed or a harvest. As a harvest, you are thinking of the next Louis Vuitton bag to buy. You are thinking of the next Gucci belt. Next, you are thinking of the that designer's perfume. You know, that Tommy Hilfiger you want to wear and all that. You are thinking of, I just want to give myself treat. You are thinking of that vacation. You are seeing the money as a harvest. Then as a seed, immediately the money comes into your hands. First of all, you are thinking of how do you multiply, how do you plow this money back into this business? How do you plow this money back into this investment? How do I put this money to work? How do I make this money work for me? Not immediately spending everything. Are you understanding what I'm sharing? If you only put it up in the comment section, say, yes, I get what you're saying. So you need to think differently. The wealthy people, the self-made millionaires, they think differently. They act differently. And they have a way of reacting differently. All right? Now, how do they do this thing? That's where we'll run through the points. Number one, self-made millionaires, they set goals and they make plans. They set goals and they make plans. They set yearly goals, they set monthly goals, quarterly goals, they set monthly goals, they set weekly goals, and they follow it up. See, it's not enough for you to set goals. You also need to have a plan. You also need to have a plan in place to achieve that goal. How do you achieve that? You only do things differently, and it starts with having a to-do list. If you really want to be a wealthy person, if you really want to be a millionaire, you must have what? A to-do list. I almost want to say to your neighbor, have a to-do list. Okay, you can actually say to your neighbor by typing in the comment section, have a to-do list. Everybody that must be wealthy, you must have a to-do list, what you need to do in a day. Method of operation, daily method of operation. What do you want to achieve today? As a matter of fact, self-made millionaires, they plan their tomorrow today. They plan their towards today. In other words, whatever I want to do tomorrow, I plan it out today. I have a to-do list. I have where I write everything I want to do. It's in my jotter. You must have a to-do list. Things does not just happen that way. You must consciously follow it up. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. Whatever will be, will not be. It is what you said will be, will be. Tomorrow, what do you want to do tomorrow? I want to call 5 prospects. Put it down on your to-do list. I want to follow up 20 prospects. Put it down on your tomorrow. I want to call 10 team members. Whatever you want to do tomorrow, put it down on your list. Have a to-do list. It is very, very important. It is like a guiding principle. Don't just wake up in the morning and set out. Have a to-do list. What you want to achieve. Then self-made millionaires, they also set goals that are specific. They set goals that are measurable. They set goals that are attainable, realistic, and time-bound, time-defined. Specific. You must be specific. You want a car. What type of car do you want? You must be specific. State it clearly. Whatever car you want, you must state it clearly. You must be specific. You must be measurable. Measurable in the sense that you must have what is called KPI, key performance indicators, to measure what you are planning to have. That will ensure I get this car. I must have businesses in place. It's not enough for me to just wake up and say, I want to have a Bugatti. It must be measurable. It must be attainable. Don't set bogus goals. Don't set goals that that you know you cannot. Sorry about the break in transmission. Network. So, like I was saying, you must have goals that are realistic, must have goals, it must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be time bound. There must be a time attached to it. Between this time and this time, I want to achieve XYZ amount of I want to have made XYZ amount of money. I want to achieve XYZ number of team members. I want to have built XYZ number of team members. You must be very, very specific. But if you are not specific about these things, it will just keep dangling. And at the end of the day, you say, working for me. It's because you have not activated one of the principles of being a millionaire, that is having a goal. Your goal must be realistic. Your goal must be time bound. Your goal must be attainable. Your goal must be measurable, and your goal must be specific. You can also draw up something like a benchmark to assess yourself. What have I been doing the last week? How many persons did I talk to last week? Okay, so you'll be able to say to yourself, okay, I spoke to 7 persons. I put up this business. I talked to this one. Network. So whatever results you get this week, the following week, you scale it up, you add it up, you add up to it. Okay, that's one of the ways to measure your results. That's one of the ways to measure your outputs. Then number two, self-made millionaires see failures as challenges. They don't see failure as something. Self-made millionaires understand that success does not fall upon you like a bag of sherry. They understand that to be successful, you need to sweat it out. You need to pay a price. See, I tell people, in everything you do, you will definitely pay a price. You are either paying a price today to play tomorrow, or you are playing today to pay the price tomorrow. Whichever way, there must be a payment. You are either paying now or you are paying later. You know, so it's important for you to understand that for you to become wealthy, you need to start seeing failures. You need to start embracing challenges. You need to start absorbing. It's a book I will recommend you read, Who Moved My Cheese? Please read that book. Who Moved My Cheese? That book is very important. That book is absolutely mind transforming. It will help you see how to embrace challenges. It will help you see how to see the good side in failure. Do you know why? Because they see failures, they see challenges as failures. They see failures as an end result. Failure is an event. You are not the one failing. It's only a passive phase. You need to embrace challenges. You need to embrace challenges. If you embrace challenges, it brings out the best out of you. I, FBI coach, have been able to develop a thick skin to failure. I've been able to develop. So everyone that must be wealthy, they see, you must see failure as challenges. It is not a destination, it's a journey. And self-made millionaires understand that their success, they understand that where they are now to where they are going is not a smooth path. It's not a straight road. Anybody that tells you the road to being financially free is without bumps, please run from that person, because the person is actually not telling you the truth. Straight. You must encounter challenges. You must encounter impediments. What are the impediments? Like in network marketing, one of the impediments, prospects saying no, prospects saying I'll pay and not getting back to you, team members not working. You must embrace those challenges. Find a way to mitigate your way out of it. I have dropped several videos on this platform that can help you come out of this. Do is to take your time and search for these videos and watch it. They understand the journey to success is not a straight road. Number three, self-made millionaires, they invest when others are panicking. They do what? They invest when others are panicking. Are you aware that millionaires are made in the time of recession? Are you aware? Are you aware that more millionaires are made in a time? Now, if you have been keeping money aside, you know, if you have had budget, you are living with budget, and you've been able to store some money up, that money you kept will start attracting other monies to it. It is a natural principle. Money attracts money. Self-made millionaires, they take advantage of opportunities. In like this, there will be lots of distress sales, distress sales in every area. So what you need to do is to keep your eyes open, keep your ears to the ground. And when opportunity comes up, you scrutinize it carefully and take advantage of that opportunity. But if you don't have the money now, you don't need to kill yourself. Start working on becoming financially free. You can actually give yourself 2-3 years, not as an employee, not as an employee who has a meager salary. There are some employees network. Please have mercy on us today. This young man is living on 10% of his salary. His salary is 4 million. And 10% of his salary is how much? 400,000 naira. That's what he's living on. He's reinvesting 90%. Now, if your salary is 50,000 naira in our present society, my dear, you need to look for other sources of income. If your salary is even 200,000 naira, you need to look for other sources of income. Because if you find out your hourly rate, you discover that your 200,000 naira salary, you are worth 6,670 naira a day. And if you divide it by 24, you are worth 278 naira approximated per hour. So you see that your salary alone cannot make you rich. Those who earn fat salary like this guy, whose take-home pay is 4 million, they are very few. That's why we often say have salary. It's not bad. But if you can start diversifying with a budget, as the money comes, you are putting certain amounts aside, 20% or 30% of your salary, you consciously put it aside over a period of time. That money will attract more money through opportunities, genuine opportunities, not put 5,000 naira, come and get 1 million naira tomorrow. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about genuine opportunities you can leverage on. Okay? So self-made millionaires, they invest in opportunities when others are panicking. They invest in opportunities when others are panicking. There is something Warren Buffett said. He said, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy only when others are fearful. In other words, never you allow fear stop you from investing. Never you allow fear stop you from investing. It's very important. Number 4, self-made millionaires, they live below their means. My mentor said to me, Charles, never you wear the clothes people expect you to wear. Never you drive the car people expect you to drive. Never you live in the environment people expect you to live. Always live below your means. One of the things, if you put all this to work, one of the things it will teach you is delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is a very wonderful thing. If you can learn it, it will set you free. It will set you free. Delayed gratification. Never you live above your means and you say, oh, now God, they provide. Please don't make God a walking stick. God is prudent. God is not extravagant with his resources. He gives his resources to those who deserve it. The reason why people live from hand to mouth, one of the reasons, there are so many reasons, but one of the reasons is because they have not been able to manage the resources in their hands. Now, let me share a scenario. My little boy walks up to me and says, Dad, I need a bottle of Coke. So I took him out. We went to the shop. We bought a bottle of Coke. As we were walking back to our seats, the bottle of Coke fell from his hand and spilled. As a matter of fact, the bottle broke and the drink spilled. He started crying. Now, if you were in my shoes, what will you do? What will you do? Every good father would take his son back to buy another one if you have the money. Now, getting back to the place where we buy the drink, and my son says that I need 3 bottles. Now, if you were in my shoes at that time, what will you do? My son requested for 1 bottle. I bought the 1 bottle. He spilled it. And we went back to buy another one. And upon purchasing, he said he needs 3 bottles. If you were in my shoes, what will you do? Please, I need answers in the comment section. I need answers. If you were in my shoes, what will you do? Will you buy the 3 bottles for him so you can be a good father? Or will you say no to him so you can be a good father? What will you do? How will you handle the situation? At that point in time, he asked for 1 bottle. He didn't get it because it spilled. Then this time he's asking for 3 bottles. Is he qualified to ask for 3 bottles? Is he going to get the 3 bottles? If you were in my shoes, what will you do? I want to see comments. I want to see comments in the comment section so I can move on. If you were in my shoes, what will you do? Will you buy the 3 bottles for him? What do you think a good father will do? Knowing fully well that you have purchased 1, he spilled it, and going back to the shop to buy another one, he said he wants 3 bottles. What will you do? I will say no to him, okay? All right, another person says, after breaking 1, no more, okay? All right, good. You will say no to him, all right? If he doesn't need a replacement, he should forget about it, okay? Let me just show the comments. Yeah, I'll say no to him. Another person says, after broken 1, no more Anambra man. Okay, another person says, if he don't need replacement, he should forget about it, okay? Another person says, I will buy 1 plastic bottle so he will not break it again, okay? I won't buy him any, okay? Stupid to buy another. Okay, I won't buy another one. Fine. So all the comments, I won't buy. Well, I will not buy him the 3 bottles because he broke the first one. In fact, wouldn't buy another one. So in other words, you're not buying anyone. Okay, I can see all the comments. I will decline. Okay, another person says I'll buy 1 more for him. Okay, so invariably you will not buy because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't qualify for it. Are you aware that is the same way God looked at us? God gave you 1,000 naira. You have not carefully managed the 1,000 naira God gave you, and you're asking God to give you 10 million. Do you think God is going to give you the 10 million? You have just answered it. God is not wasteful with his resources. The reason why, see, we go to church, we pray, we ask God for financial breakthrough, we ask God to give us money. God answers your prayer immediately. He answers your prayer differently from the way you know. He gives you, answer your prayer in 3 ways. He gives you an idea. If you work on that idea, he connects you to the people that will help you harness that idea. That will in turn, number 3, turn to commerce, that will start putting money back into your pocket. As long as you have not managed that 1,000 naira God gave to you, you are not qualified for the 10,000 naira you are asking him. It's the principle of God. So self-made millionaires, they understand how to live below their means. They live below their means. Do you know the make of car most self-made millionaires drive? Do you know? I've asked this question severally. Do you know the type of car self-made millionaires drive? Self-made millionaires, they are not in a hurry to buy a tear rubber car. They drive Tokumbo. If you see a self-made millionaire driving a tear rubber car, they earned it. I repeat, they earned it. They don't take money from their pockets to buy a tear rubber car. It's either they earned it, maybe from network marketing, they build and qualify for it, or they did some businesses that qualified them to get it, or they have been able to build their investments, and their investment is taking care of their luxuries. I was watching this man, Grant Cardone, on one of his 10X interview, and he said, when people see him, he's driving his Maserati, he's driving his Rolls Royce, his Bugatti, and people are wondering, where's this man getting all his money from? He said he worked his ass out. He built his money from network marketing. He said, you want to build wealth? Go and drive network marketing. He built it, he delayed gratification, he invested his money wisely. Today, he can afford to buy any type of luxury, any type of toy he wants. My little boy, if I ask him, Andre, what do you want right now? He'll tell me bobo, juice, biscuits, ice cream. Tomorrow, I ask him again, what do you want me to buy for you for Christmas? Ice cream, toys, biscuits. Are you aware that adults also have their own set of toys, bobo juice, ice cream, biscuits? Why? Because they are not financially intelligent. Self-made millionaires, they are not in a hurry to buy a car. There is a story of a young man, 2 young men. I've shared this story on this platform before. 2 young men, they were given 50,000 naira each. One was a school dropout. I'll call him Uche. And the other was a graduate. I'll call him Usman. Now, these 2 young men were given 50,000 naira to go and do something with it. The young dropout, what he did was to set up an Indomie shop. He started selling Indomie. He garnished it. People will come and eat. He diligently built his business. Within a period of 1 year, he has been able to save good money. he rented an apartment. Within a space of 5 years, from that 50,000 naira, this young man has been able to build a 2-bedroom bungalow. He has been able to buy a Tokumbo car he's driving. He's married and he has 2 children. He started his life from 50,000 naira. The other graduate that was given 50,000 naira, the first thing he did was to go and look for the latest phone to buy. Then he went to buy some, all those body-fitted pants trouser. Took pictures and posted on social media, flexing things. Please, among these 2 persons, who is wiser? Now, the question is, does education make us stupid? The answer is absolutely no. Education does not make us stupid. But there are some persons who have gone through life without allowing life go through them. There are different types of education. There is a formal education, there is a street smart education. The school dropout got street smart education, while the graduate got the formal education. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished viewers, self-made millionaires, they drive Tokumbo cars. They are not in a hurry to buy a car which they will drive. Number 5, millionaires take charge of their financial destiny. They don't leave their financial destiny to chances. They understand what inflation means. They keep tabs. They study the financial market. What is the next thing I need to invest my money into? Okay, right now, Treasury bills has fallen to the lowest level, 0.02 something. If you put in 1 million naira in Treasury bills, after the 91 days of keeping the money, it would have made about 43 naira or 53 naira. It's whack, Treasury bill. So the self-made millionaires, they understand the different wheels of income. They understand you can make your money, you can create passive income from intellectual property. You can create passive income from paper investments, that is investing in network. They understand the cryptocurrency market. They understand the forex market. They keep tabs on all these things. They are not in a hurry to spend their money. Self-made millionaires, they take charge of their financial destiny. Sam Ainstone said something very profound. He said, take responsibility of your financial future and be the CEO of your financial destiny. If you take responsibility of your financial future, you are going to be the CEO of your financial destiny. Future and destiny, they are 2 different things. If you start doing what others will not do today, you will get to the place where others won't get tomorrow. Don't do the easy things. Learn to do the hard things. It's hard for me to do this thing every Saturday by 3 o'clock. It's hard, but I have to do it. Don't just do the easy things. Okay, this one is easy, I'll go. Learn to do the hard things. Don't wish things were better. Always work. You will become the CEO of your financial destiny if you start taking your financial life seriously. Number 6, millionaires surround themselves with like-minded people. You will never find self-made millionaires in the midst of riffraffs, in the midst of those who don't know where they are going. Self-made millionaires, they surround themselves with like-minded people. If you mix with the wise, you will be wise. If you walk with the wise, you will be wise. The good book says, he that walks with the wise shall be what? Shall be wise. 79% of wealthy people spend at least 5 hours per month networking. What does this mean? Sometimes I leave home, I go to a lounge, and I buy a bottle of drink. Sometimes I buy water, and I'll be romancing the drink, just sipping it little by little. I'm I'm looking for people. Shit. I'm looking for people I'll connect with. I don't just go to anyhow environments. I have a target on the caliber of people I'm looking for. Self-made millionaires, they spend at least 79% of their time networking. Who are your network? Who are your network? Or who is your network? What's your network like? Who are the people in your network? The people you act like, you will talk like. Number 7, millionaires, they educate themselves. What do you read? Whose book are you reading? Whose book are you reading? Whose movies are you watching? Whose music is in your phone? You want to be wealthy and you don't have a clear plan on how you want to build your mind. I have said this severally, and because that's what I do. I don't allow any 24 hours pass by without inputting something new in this brain. Eric Warren's GoPro challenge, virtual challenge, is coming up. It's a 3-day marathon event from the 11th to the 13th. Have you registered for it? It's about $297 or $397. But I have decided to, myself and some people, we came together, we said, okay, those who cannot pay that amount, with 10,000 naira, you can be part of it and still get all the files, all the videos, everything that will be shared. How many of you have taken advantage of that? Opportunities like this, when I was building myself, I don't joke with it. Sometimes I go out of my way to borrow, to invest in my knowledge. I'm here ahead of a training or a seminar, a workshop coming up somewhere. I try to find out what are the course contents, who are the speakers. I delve into it. I put money down to train myself. Do you know why? Because an empty bag cannot stand upright. If you feed your mind will feed your pocket. One of the reasons why I decided not to miss this Eric Warren's event is because of the caliber of people that will be speaking. Number 1, Les Brown. I have followed Les Brown for several years, and he's going to be sharing on how to, as a network marketer or as an entrepreneur, how you need to train others, how you need to speak to others. That guy is a dynamite in that area. I don't want to miss that. Pete Davis. Pete Davis is someone who has trained Les Brown. He trained Eric Warren. He trained Tony Robbins, and so many of them, Grant Cardone, on how to tell their stories. He's sharing a file. He's sharing a video. He's sharing a document that will teach you on how 3 simple steps on how to tell your story. I don't want to miss it. There are so many of them. A young lady called Jessie Lee. She earns $1 million. She earns 7 figures. Sorry, not $1 million. She earns 7 figures every month, and she said her new target is to start earning that 7 figure every week. I was listening to David Imonite last week when Eric Warren hosted him on one of the interviews, and he said his new goal for 2021 is to earn $1 million every day, every 24 hours. So when you mix with wealthy people, you have to start thinking like them. How do you connect? How are you training your Aki and Popo? Are you busy? Self-made millionaires, they train themselves. So if you want to take advantage of this Eric Warren's program coming up next week, chat me up privately. Okay. By the way, the entry closes on the 8th of this month. That's in 3 days time, because we need to finalize so we can secure tickets and all that. They educate themselves. 86% of wealthy people love to read. 86% of wealthy people, they love to read. 88% of wealthy people read for at least 30 minutes each day for education and career growth. I spend at least 1 hour every day. It's either I'm spending 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the night, or 1 hour at a stretch. But I must spend at least 1 hour educating this mind. 63% of wealthy people listen to audiobooks on their way to work. I have converted my car to University of Learning. Sometimes I turn on when I'm taking my children to school, I turn on the radio between 6:45 to 7 a.m. to listen to the morning bulletin, morning news. Thereafter, I switch to the audio I'm listening. I'm either listening to Les Brown, I'm listening to Miles Monroe, I'm listening to Matthew Ashimolowo, I'm listening to Tony Robbins, I'm listening to Max Space. So many, I have so many loaded. I bought a 32 gig flash drive and loaded it with different training audios. I plugged it in my car. When I'm driving on a long distance, no matter the traffic, I don't feel it because this mind is being loaded. By the time I get out of that traffic, I must have read a book. So every wealthy person converts their car to University of Learning. When you are traveling, you are at the airport, sitting and waiting for your flight. Do you just sit down, look around, and watch every Dick, Tom, and Harry that passes by? No, you don't do that. Read, put something in your mind. Even while on air, or you are driving, somebody is driving, you are in the public transport. You don't have to listen to all what people are saying. You don't. Shut your ears. You can buy an earpiece. Shut your ears, listen to what you want to hear, not what other people want you to hear. Because you see, this life, success is deliberate. If you are not deliberate about making money, you will not make money. That's the truth. If you're not deliberate about success, you will not be wealthy. All right? Becoming a millionaire it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy feat, but it's possible. It's possible. It's achievable. And that is where I am going to draw the curtain for today. That ends the presentation. So I want to take this. I have just 1 minute to answer questions if you have any question. And if you have got value, please put it up in the comment section. Tell me what amongst the 7 points I have raised, what's your favorite? Among the 7 points, what's your favorite amongst all of them? You know, I said number 1, that self-made millionaires, they set great goals and they make plans. Number 2, they see as challenges. Number 3, I said that they invest in when others are panicking, they invest. And number 4, I said that self-made millionaires live below their means. Number 5, they take charge of their financial destiny. Number 6, they surround themselves with like-minded people. Then number 7, they educate themselves. These are the 7 habits of self-made millionaires. So, what did you learn? And if you have a question or you need clarification in any area, please put it. Any comment? Any question? Any question? I believe you got value this lovely afternoon. It's not enough to just watch this. Please put it to work. When I listen to webinars, I partake in webinars like this. I always have a jotter around me to jot down the key things I learned from it. And sometimes I do screenshot, but before doing screenshots, I jot down key points that I can make reference to. All right. It's been an amazing, this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Next week, Saturday, I'm going to take it differently. Next week, Saturday, we are meant to be in Eric Warren's GoPro Challenge. The training, Eric Warren's training. That training starts, it's about 8 hours training. It's a long stretch of training. Okay, but before then, I'll think of what to do for us on Saturday. If it will be possible to host something, I'll think of what to do before then. Okay, thank you very much. It's been my pleasing pleasure and a privilege to be your host today. Thank you very much and see you some other time. So drop what you have learned in the comment section. If you're watching the replay, please also drop what you have learned. Is this a question? Please, some of us who cannot meet our successful leaders most times and send them friend requests on Facebook so connected, please ask them to accept our friend request. Now, one of the things you also understand is that, like, I can't speak for another person, I'll speak for myself. I have over 2,000 or 3,000 friend requests pending. Over 2,000 or 3,000 friend requests pending. And I have exceeded my limits. Facebook gives you 5,000. Some people will come to my inbox and send message, accept my friend request, and I'm wondering, where will I accept it from? I have exceeded my limit. That's why some of us, we created pages like this my page. You can like this page. Whatever information I post on my Facebook wall, I usually drop it here. So you can also scoop from my wealth of knowledge on this page. You know, when I started, I told you to please like my page so you can get notifications. Okay, the page is FBI Coach on Facebook and also YouTube FBI Coach, so that whenever contents are posted, you will get it. All right. Okay, another question. How do I know the right audio to download? It depends on what you're looking for. Go to YouTube. Go to Google. Search for who you want to follow, who you want to listen to. See, Google is your friend. Ask Google, whose audio do you want to listen to? You know where to download all those music. So it depends on what you want. You can go on Google and type training audios of Les Brown, training audios of Tony Robbins, training audios of Jim Rohn. So many will pop up. Max, I told people there is a university that does not go on strike. And that university, they will never victimize you. No lecturer victimization. That university is called YouTube. Most of you have YouTube on your smartphone, but you don't maximize it. You can learn anything, most things you want from YouTube. You can. All right. I run my own company, sir, but I spend way more than monthly salary taking funds from company accounts. Please, how can I curtail this habit? Set up a budget. Set up a budget. Your company accounts should be different from individual accounts. You must learn to discipline yourself. So if you have a company, place yourself on salary and live by the salary. Then identify more sources of income. Because if you have only one source of income, that's where this problem keeps coming in. Identify more and other sources of income that will help you augment in other ways. But no matter the number of income sources you have, make sure you have a budget. A budget is very important. I did a video some time ago on money management. Go to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is FBI Coach. You will find the video on money management principles. I shared a lot. When you watch that video, you will gain a lot of knowledge on how to budget your money. Is GoPro challenge. Chat me up privately. Thank you and have a wonderful Saturday. I appreciate